Hey, it's me, Raj Baddhan here for the Lyca Radio Network. And you know what? Quite excited today to bring you a truly special guest, one of the world's most iconic food companies. So let's welcome none other than Mr. Akshay Gupta, member of the leadership team and head of bulk exports at KRBL Ltd, the proud parent company of the world's #1 India Gate Basmati rice. Akshay, welcome to Lyca Radio. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
I'm so excited that, first of all, you're stepping into the UK territory with India Gate, and secondly, you're here with Lyca Radio. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel special and nice to be here and speaking to all the viewers.
Thank you so much. I do want to ask you, actually, first of all, tell me about the company KRBL. It's a name that's synonymous with legacy and trust. I just want to know a little bit more about the back end of the story of KRBL.
Sure. So KRBL's journey is one of resilience, innovation, and an enduring commitment to quality. So it all began in 1889, when two brothers, Kushiram and Biharilal, they started a humble trading business in Lailpur, which is now Faisalabad in Pakistan. Post partition, the family transitioned to Naya Bazaar, the famous Chandni Chowk in Delhi, which was the grain trading hub uh, of of India. And there they continue to grow the business and blending tradition with innovation. And today, after 135 years, KRBL is the world's largest rice miller. It's a
Wow.
public listed company and is the parent to the renowned India Gate brand, which is the world's #1 basmati rice brand and available across 6 continents.
That's fantastic. What a great legacy. Honestly, I've been hearing about this. And I know you said you're feeling special today, but I think what you've created there with India Gate and the rice brand has been incredible. So I want to know a bit more about how this became a household name. Why is India Gate Basmati rice so special?
So basmati rice is the only grain in the world which improves its characteristics on getting old. So as the just like fine wine, the older the grain, the better its characteristics. The aroma is better, the texture of the grain is better, and it elevates the cooking aspects.
Right.
And as we say, good things in life take time, and that
Yeah.
is why India Gate is the perfect example. And another thing, the grain 1121, which is renowned in the basmati industry, was pioneered by KRBL.
Mhm.
It is, it's a grain which continues to receive love from many consumers worldwide and, establishing dominance over the entire industry. And this grain is perfectly aged for 2 years. And this is what India Gate Classic, which is renowned world over, is known for.
Wow. I didn't realize that you can compare it to wine. That the more aged the grain, the better the rice it's going to be. Very incredible. I mean, I'm getting to learn so much from you, Akshay, today. I also want to ask you, with India Gate being a global name, tell us about its presence in India and, of course, beyond now, internationally.
So India Gate is enjoyed in over 90 plus countries and across 6 continents. And it's driven by consistency, care, and heritage. In India, we are industry leaders holding over 40% market share in the general trade and about 45% market share in the modern trade. Um, Backed by seamless supply chain and distribution ecosystem, we are growing at a strong 22% year over year. Globally, we are focused on expanding in regions like Middle East, Africa, and now the UK, where the demand for premium rice is growing. Here in the UK, we've seen incredible loyalty, and we are excited to continue this journey.
And obviously, we know behind every success story, there's going to be a lot of unsung heroes. Tell us about this relationship that you have with the farmers who cultivate basmati rice for KRBL.
Farmers are at the heart of KRBL, and we always live by the belief that what you sow is what you reap, and that is why our focus on farming network uh, all started. So we said that we have to provide good quality seeds to the farmers, and that is how we can control quality and maintain our product offering. So that is how we created a 95,000 plus farmer network across the Basmati growing area, which is Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. And it all begins at the source, and that is why we say that India Gate is a journey from the farm to plate, because farmer is the center of all that we do. We collaborate with them directly, offering support, tools, and training. One of our major success story is the integrated pest management. All the rice that we supply to the European Union and the UK is completely pesticide free, which reduces chemical reliance, promoting healthier soils and better yields. We also focus on upskilling of our community, enabling them to adopt sustainable practices for the future.
That is incredible. Just to hear the kind of back end of that. And I do want to ask you one question though. As a consumer, and a lot of our listeners will be questioning this, how can the listeners choose the best basmati rice? I mean, when it comes to their plate, they're having rice, but how can they choose the best, and what are they going to be getting with India Gate?
So, when it comes to choosing the best basmati, think of it like picking a masterpiece. First we start with the grain. It should be long, slender, elegant, and aromatic, almost like it's dressed for a special occasion. Then we advise the consumers to check the label. A trusted brand ensures every pack meets the highest standards. Like our products, they go through 100 plus quality checks before they reach your homes. And here's something most people don't know. The best basmati comes from the Indo-Gangetic plains, where the fertile soil and the perfect climate create magic in every grain. Aging further enhances the post-cooking experience which you get on our dining tables. And India Gate offers all this and more. With our range of basmati that is also GI tagged, we turn your festive meals or a simple dinner after a long day into a special and fulfilling experience for the whole family. Baki, I would say you should try and eat it and then give us feedback on our social media channels.
I was going to actually say, because I was checking out your social media platforms earlier, and if listeners go to India Gate Foods Europe on Instagram, they'll get to see all the pictures and the back end story of India Gate, which is absolutely fantastic. So India Gate Foods Europe is the Instagram handle, so do check that out. Do you know, I'm feeling a bit hungry myself at the moment, actually. I think the way you've been describing it, there's something about your sales tactics and the way you have described this amazing rice. Where can listeners in the UK find India Gate Basmati rice?
So, we've been recently listed in Tesco's across London and major cities in the UK. So I think Tesco's would be the first stop for all the listeners. But I think in major cities like London, we are available at Quality Foods, which is one of the biggest cash and carry stores, Damasgate Supermarket, KSC Cash and Carry. In Leicester, we'll be in Falcon Cash and Carry and One Stop Trailers. And in Coventry, we are at Inventure, which is a big cash and carry in Coventry and Birmingham. So these are some of the popular places where our products are available.
That's great to know. And honestly, it sounds fantastic that you're already available at all the big stores. And I'm sure there will be a lot more retailers that'll be stocking India Gate products as well. Akshay, honestly, just the way you've been describing it, I'm feeling hungry. And I did say to you, it's also lunchtime here as well. I want to know about your favorite rice dish. When it comes to, when it comes to a rice dish for me, biryani definitely does it for me. But what's your favorite rice dish?
Actually, so yeah, biryani on special days, yeah, biryani is something that, is what I crave for. But on a regular day, I would say a rajma chawal or a dal chawal would be something which I would go to. So, it's depends on what I'm craving actually.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier as well, do check out Instagram. I was going to say, go to the Instagram handle, which is India Gate Foods Europe, and there's a lot of kind of amazing ideas there as well. Sorry, actually, you were going to say?
No, I was just saying that Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. It's all right.
Okay, sorry about that. But Akshay, I just want to say, you've left us super hungry, and I just want to say thank you so much for your time. And we're a radio station at the end of the day. Now, if there was a song I was to play for you that I don't know describes the rice journey, which Ghana would it be?
I will say Asha Hai from the movie Iqbal, that embodies our story and vision perfectly. I think that
Uh,
would be the song to go
That is
to.
beautiful. That is beautiful. And we play that quite a lot on the Lyca Radio Network. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Akshay Gupta, the head of bulk exports at KRBL Ltd. And of course, the parent company of India Gate Basmati rice that you can get more information on across the Lyca Radio Network. I just want to say thank you so much. I wish you all the best for 2025. And I'm sure very, very soon we'll get to meet in person as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Raj, for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.